even be the last room in this world, in the desert. Let's check if this is true. So we get new glasses. These glasses help us see further. So we can find enemies, we can measure the distance, we can find items, and we can find the nearest enemies or items. Let's unlock it. And we have to also use another sword. And now we can play. So our goal is to gently awaken sleeping shamans. So we have to find enemies. So many of them, not just one. So we will define a new variable, find enemies. And this will be an array of all the enemies. And then we have to loop through all the enemies and attack anyone with type shaman. Let's start a level and check the instructions more thoroughly. So var enemies equals these find enemies. What we get is an array of enemies. So it will look something in this sense. Enemy 1, enemy 2, and so on. Okay, so this is var enemies, and then we have an enemy index that starts with 0, and we have to loop through the whole enemies array and find the enemies that are type shaman, and if the enemy type is shaman, we have to attack the enemy. Okay, try it out, come back, let's nail it together. So what do we have here? We have, like we said, enemies and enemy index. While enemy index is less than enemy's length, we create new enemy, which is the first value in our enemies array. Then we check if the type of this enemy is a shaman, and while the health of this enemy is bigger than 0, we attack it. So we attack it as long as he is alive. Then we move down and we add +1 to our enemy index. So we increment the enemy index. And then the while loop starts again. We take the second enemy from our enemies array. We check if this enemy is a shaman. If it is, we do the same. We attack him until his health is more than 0. And we do that until the enemy index is smaller than enemy's length. Okay? Let's try it out. Great job. We gently awakened all the sleeping shamans with using while loop, length, and incrementation index. Great job, but I guess we're still not finished. So let's continue in the next lesson.